Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Surani binti Muhtaza. My metric number is 1221351. Next, our group want to present about the process of counseling. Counseling is a collaborative process that empowers individuals to address challenges, enhance well-being, and achieve their goal. It involves building a trusting relationship, exploring thoughts and feelings, and developing strategies for positive change. What is counseling? Counseling divides into 3 points. First point is personal growth. Counseling empowers individuals to exploring their potential, develop self-awareness, and enhance their overall well-being. Next, emotional challenges. It provides a safe and supportive environment to address emotional difficulties such as anxiety, depression, or relationship issues. Last, resilience building. Counselor help client develop coping mechanism, building resilience, and navigate life's challenges with greater strength and adaptability.
My name is Aina Jarosma. My metric number is 1221348. So in my part, the counseling relationship. First, trust and safety. To build a successful counseling relationship, it must be with trust, respect, and sense of safety. Second, confidentiality and privacy. Clients have rights to ensure their information is secured and shared only with their consent. Lastly, collaborative effort, a partnership process where it involves two parties, the therapist and client, in having changes.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Umul Murshidan binti Mak Syauki with metric number 1221402. Next is confidentiality and informed consent. Confidentiality therapists need to secure client information on to build their trust and protect their privacy, as it is one of counselor ethical codes. Confidentiality is relevant in many fields, including healthcare, law, and counseling, where professionals are entrusted with sensitive information. The key principle of confidentiality is that sensitive information shared on by an individual should only be disclosed with their consent, or in cases where legal or ethical obligations require disclosure to protect others from harm. The aim is to safeguard the person's dignity and privacy. For informed consent, clients should know how the counseling process, including any possible pros and cons, and the counselor credentials. There are several elements, which is disclosure is to providing adequate information about the procedures, risks, benefits, and alternatives. Next is competence, confirmation that the individual is legally and mentally capable of making the decision. And the last is consent, which is the individual's agreements to proceed, typically in writing or verbally.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Aina Afifah binti Makmur with number metric 1221366. Next, I will present about active listening skills. First, paying attention. As a counselor, we need to always focus on what is said by our clients without any distraction to show that we are engaged on the session. Second is verbal cues. During the session, we also need to include other verbal cues like I see in the conversation to show that you are listening and really understand on what they say. It's non-verbal cues. As a counselor, when we're talking to client, we also must have a good eye contact with them, like look in their eyes, and when they are talking, we should also need to show our interest by nod our head. Then we also must have a good body language, like when we hear to them, we lean our body forward and not cross our arm. Fourth is summarizing and reflecting. When the client finish expressing their feeling, we need to paraphrase on what they say to show that we are really understand on what they're talking about. And then asking clarifying question. In this session also, we need to ask an open-ended question so that we can explore more on the client's perspective and have a deeper understanding. And the last one, which is withholding judgment. When the client are talking, we as a counselor try to avoid to interrupt and give an advice which are not necessary on that time. It is because we need to ensure a safe space for the clients. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Aslina binti Suraila with number metric 1221349. Moving to the next point, which is reflecting feelings and paraphrasing. Reflecting feelings involve acknowledging and mirroring the other person's feelings, even if they haven't verbalized them. This can help the other people feel understood and encourage them to share more. Here are some tips for reflecting feelings and paraphrasing. First, understanding emotion. Reflecting back what you hear help the client feel understood and validated. Second, paraphrasing. Rephrasing the client's words help clarify the meaning and ensure you are on the same page. And the last one is building connection. This technique creates a sense of empathy and build trust in the relationship.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Siti Aimunidada binti Omar. My number matric is 1221408. Okay, this slide is about trauma-informed care. The first one is understanding trauma. Recognizes the impact of trauma on individuals and how it can influence their behavior, thoughts, and feelings. According to Allen, in his book, Coping with Trauma, trauma more narrowly as a violently produced wound and as an emotional shock with a lasting effect. Think of the types of injuries that are treated in specialized emergency departments called trauma center. The second is safety and trust. Prioritizes creating a safe and trusting environment where clients feel heard, understood, and validated. According to Phyllis, clients want to be sure whether they still trust each other, which means trust is tested repeatedly while the group is progressing. Third is empowerment and choice. Empowers clients to make their own choices and participate actively in their recovery journey. And the last one is collaboration and partnership. Involve working collaboratively with clients, family, and other support system. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Nurul Rusla binti Muhammad Zaid. My measured number is 1221399. Okay, now I'll go to the explanation of the ethical consideration in counseling. First one, confidentially. Confidentially means keeping the information shared by the client private. Counselors must ensure that what the client tells them stays between them unless the client gives permission to share it. Secondly, informed consent. Informed consent is when the counselor explains everything about the counseling process so the client knows what to expect. This includes details like the goals, method, potential risks, and the client's right. Thirdly, dual relationship. A dual relationship happens when the counselor has another type of relationship with the client outside of counseling, like being their friends, teacher, or family members. Lastly, boundaries. Boundaries are limits set by the counselor to create a professional relationship.
My name is Nur Izzah binti Salimi. My number matric 1221367. My part is crisis intervention and risk. First, immediate danger. Immediate dangers refers to identify whether someone is at imminent risk of harm to themselves or others. This could involve behaviors such as suicidal thought or action, self-harm or threat of violence. A rapid assessment is necessary to ensure the person's safety and prevent further harms. This often involves determining the level of risk and, in cases of high risk, taking immediate action such as involving emergency service, securing the environment, or providing urgent medical care. Second is safety planning. Safety planning involves creating a personalized plan to help individuals manage crisis and avoid dangerous situations. The plan may include identifying warning signs of a crisis, coping strategies, and support contacts such as friends, family, or professionals. Safety plans also address specific steps to take when feeling unsafe, such as removing harmful objects, finding a safe space, or reaching out to a crisis hotline. Third is resource providing. Resource is critical in crisis intervention. Resources include a network of support systems such as therapists, counselor or crisis center, and available service such as emergency hotlines, shelter or legal aid. Resources help connect individuals with longer-term care, ensuring that immediate needs are addressed while also planning for continued support. This may also include educating the person about local mental health service, housing support, or financial assistance programs. Financial assistance programs. Access to resources is a key component of recovery and stability following a crisis.
My name is Nurfara Wahida binti Asri, matrix number 1223285. Next, I will present about trends and innovation in counseling. The first one is technology-assisted therapy. Technology has transformed how counseling is delivered, introducing teletherapy and online platform to expand accessibility. Counseling session through video calls, apps, or online chat service. This approach is especially helpful for clients in rural or remote areas, those with mobility challenges, or individuals seeking privacy and convenience. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation are increasingly integrated into counseling techniques to enhance emotional and mental well-being. Clients are guided to focus on the present moment, regulate their emotion, and develop self-awareness. Number 3 is trauma-informed care. Trauma-informed care emphasizes understanding the impact of trauma on an individual and tailoring therapy to address it effectively. A safe and non-judgmental environment that avoids re-traumatizing clients. Trauma affects both mental and physical health, influencing behavior, relationship, and overall well-being. Number 4 is cultural competence. Cultural competence refers to counselors' ability to understand and respect the cultural backgrounds and experience of their clients. Number 5 is positive psychology. This trend focuses on strength, resilience, and overall well-being rather than solely addressing problems or weakness. Clients are encouraged to focus on their personal strength and potential for growth. It shifts the perspective from fixing problems to building a meaningful and fulfilling life. This approach boosts client self-confidence, happiness, and motivation to achieve personal and professional goals. The last one is neurofeedback. Neurofeedback uses advanced technology to monitor brain activity and help clients improve their emotional regulation and focus. Real-time feedback on brainwave patterns to help clients modify behaviors and mental processes. It's effective for managing conditions like ADHD, anxiety, and PTSD, offering a non-invasive and evidence-based solution. Impact is clients gain better control over their mental state, leading to long-term self-regulation and enhanced quality of life.